Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of PS4 Gaming. My New Year's resolution this year is to not be such a loser and bring you guys monthly content. Follow me on Twitter for more frequent PlayStation information and banter. Now, please take this list with a grain of salt, because there are so many epic games coming out this year that it's nearly impossible to pick just 5. So please subscribe and let's talk about what I think are the top 5 games coming out in 2017. Number 5. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just received Final Fantasy 15 for Christmas, and it has been absolutely amazing so far. Initially, I was hesitant to put Final Fantasy VII on this list since it's going to be released in segments, possibly overcharging fans. But after finding out that it will be using Final Fantasy XV's combat system, I've changed my mind. Sure, the die-hard fans will be upset that it isn't sticking exactly to the original timer system, but I'm willing to try something new. And I'm going to bet that wielding Cloud's Buster Sword is going to be amazing with the new control scheme, enabling players to feel like a true badass. The graphics are exactly how I imagined this game as a kid, and the music might be my favorite gaming soundtrack of all time. I am so ready for the nostalgia this game is going to give me the first time I fire it up. In the trailer, the action is over the top, flashy, and exciting. Exactly what I want in a remake of one of my favorite games of all time. Barret, Tifa, Cloud, Aerith, and Vincent are going to be so badass in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Set your money aside for this one. Number 4. God of War. The very first God of War game that I ever played was God of War 2 when I was going through my hack-and-slash phase with games like Dynasty Warriors. That is when God of War came along and turned me into a combo-chaining maniac. I was hooked. God of War had never before seen elements in it, with over-the-top kills and gory cutscenes. His weapons were awesome too. Now that I've seen the God of War trailer and some gameplay, I'm convinced that this game will be worth saving your money for. It starts off with Kratos teaching a young boy how to hunt, and ends with an over-the-top fight scene with a giant wielding a rock pillar and some kind of crazy lava foot. I'm not sure if you'll end up playing as the boy that Kratos is teaching, or something tragic is going to happen sending you on a quest of revenge. Where the game will vary from past installments is the ability to craft new weapons and spend skill points in various skill trees. No longer battling Olympian gods, you'll get to take on some of the fiercest Norse gods and monsters. Developed exclusively for the PlayStation 4, it is sure to make the most of the power of the system and has already won awards for outstanding graphics. While there is no official release date, it is likely you'll be fighting gods by the end of this year. Number 3. Death Stranding. To be honest, this game would have ranked higher, but I have no freaking idea what it's actually going to be about. Hideo Kojima produced a very strange piece to show off the game. The trailer from the Game Awards follows a portly man navigating some kind of battlefield. If I had to guess, it takes place during World War II, judging by the gear the soldiers are wearing and the biplanes flying by. However, the problem with that theory is that the tech is far too advanced in other scenes. The thing that gets me so amped for this game is that it's the first project out of Hideo Kojima Studios since he was given the shaft by Konami. Now, Kojima is free to let his imagination run wild and do absolutely whatever he wants. Kojima has already stated on Twitter that Death Stranding will go above and beyond the definition of action and RPG found in similar games, so now we at least have a vague idea of how the game might play out. Kojima has produced my favorite games of all time in the Metal Gear Solid series, and I really hope he can blow my mind with Death Stranding, releasing sometime in 2017. Number 2. The Last of Us, Part 2. I was tempted to put Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy here, but I already let my nostalgia get the best of me once. The first, Last of Us, was a critically acclaimed masterpiece. Naughty Dog, the developers, absolutely knocked it out of the park, publishing a game that received a 95 on Metacritic, with a 9.1 user score. The combat in the game is my favorite part. There were so many moments that I actually had true control over what was going on in the game. And obviously, the storyline was incredible. You get to follow the main character's journey through the game, while watching their main character traits change as the game progresses. While I haven't played a game in a while, I've seen that the multiplayer has gotten even better over time. All of these things get me royally excited about the sequel. Naughty Dog seems like they can't do anything wrong right now, and that looks great for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm hoping to get to see Ellie turn into even more of a badass. With the game being entirely developed for the PlayStation instead of being a port, we know it's going to look incredible, and I'm sure the story will be a treat. I was unable to find a firm date for The Last of Us, but I believe it will be out by the end of next year. Have fun looking forward to kicking even more ass in The Last of Us Part 2. Number 1. Horizon Zero Dawn. There are a myriad of reasons to pick up the PlayStation 4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn when it comes out. Most notably is the giant freaking mech dinosaurs roaming the beautiful landscape. What exactly is going on plot-wise isn't entirely clear, but from what I can gather, a once hyper-advanced human race has fallen back to caveman-like times, and their creations have run amok. Nature has overrun their once great civilization, and uber-intelligent robot dinosaurs now rule the land. While it may appear as though you've lost all technology, the human race still has some tricks up their sleeve, such as the ability to hijack the robotic beasts and tame them. As the protagonist, you'll be embarking on a quest to uncover the hidden technology and secrets of your ancestors, all while navigating a dangerous land and avoiding unexpected enemies. The atmosphere seems truly immersive, with gorgeous landscapes and environments, and excruciating attention to detail, and a scale on par with Skyrim and Fallout. You can roam the wilderness and murder robots and antagonists alike with reckless abandon in February 2017. Well, there it is, everyone. My top 5 games coming out in 2017. Make sure to save some of your hard-earned money for these titles. Some honorable mentions are, of course, Spider-Man, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and many others. This list isn't the end-all be-all of lists. What games do you think I should have mentioned, and why? Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for regular monthly content. And leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Happy New Year.